Hi, everyone. Okay, time for the next leadership story. So, this one is particularly inspiring to me because this leader would say if you're going to be a true leader, you have to intentionally show up and find value in people who are not like you. Okay, we've heard this before, but this leader might even go as far as to say it's lazy leadership to just find value in people who are like you. And this is what we naturally do as humans. We naturally, as humans, have a bias. We embrace our bias and sometimes we default to our bias because it's safe. You know, they talk as fast as us, they look like us, they have similar cultural backgrounds, they use similar words, and we can instantly see value because of our natural biases in those moments because we find the similarities. Well, this leader would say that's lazy leadership. If you're really going to show up and be a leader, you have to work on building those bridges and finding the value where there are more dissimilarities with people than similarities with you. And what shaped this leader's story is at a young age, they knew they wanted to be a committed leader. They knew they wanted to make that difference. So they rose through the ranks of the organization, but they finally hit a moment where they were really about to make it big and get the big title and get the big responsibility. And they said, not for you because you're not like us. We're not going to get you because you're not similar to us. And because of this moment that just pulled the rug out from under them, they regrouped and said, wait a minute, this isn't right. This should be different. People have value. People's ideas have value. It doesn't matter if I'm similar, there's still value in who I am and who everyone is around me, regardless if they're similar to those people or not. And so they started a movement. And this movement got enough traction that eventually, a few years later, they were leading a group of people that was equivalent to the third largest city in the US. Not small. But in order to make that movement work, they had to find value in everyone who was different. And most of the people around them were different, different religions, different language, different place of birth, different. And so this leader, with every action they took, with every motion they took, intentionally worked with that group to wait for it, find the value. And because they were able to have those conversations and build those bridges through all the micro moments that they tried to find the value, through all the big speeches, it just created momentum. And now they were unified because they were under a common mission, even though everyone was different. The mission was successful. The mission made not only an impact to who we are as a country, but arguably it made a global impact. And it's because this leader made sure they found value in people who were different than them. It's pretty powerful, right? Okay. So I'm excited you've got the story. Hopefully, as you're digesting it, you can really think, okay, where am I showing up to a moment and where am I defaulting to my bias and seeing value in someone who is like me versus where am I taking the extra step and finding value in someone who's not like me? And then can't wait for you to find out who it is. Talk to you soon.